Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm in really kind of like not a weird mood. I'm always like this. I'm always like miserable. I'm always feeling bad. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm feeling in a mood. Maybe it's because of the rain. The rain's been it's been going on for days, and maybe it hasn't been going on for days. As it seemed like it's been going on for days. Mr. Cuff, good to see you. Gnome, are you here? Thank you. MC Scott, Claire, Janet, beautiful Janet. Claire, beautiful Claire is here. Thank you very much. Okay, for coming. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? We can hear and see you, Lewis. Live chat. Where's the live chat? It's right here. Welcome to Lewis Schaffer's live chat. Thank you for listening to Lewis Schaffer. Listen to Lewis Schaffer. That should maybe be the name of the show. I'm in a mood. Gilbert, the guy who did Dilbert, died. He died. 68 years old. How old am I? I'm 68 as well. You got to take care of yourself. What did he die of? He died of prostate cancer. Are we allowed to talk about prostate cancer? Is that one of those things we're not allowed to talk about? Darklands is here. Hello, beautiful Darklands. And you should be able to hear me. Tell me if you can't hear me. But is prostate cancer one of those diseases we're not allowed to cure? That Lewis Schaffer is not allowed to cure? I don't know. My phone, my thing is, my screen is a bit blurry. Anyway, so there we go. Is Joodles here? Hello, Joodles. Joodles is here. I appreciate Joodles. Tell me the list of all the things we're not allowed to discuss. How is that? What is the thing? We can't discuss cancer. Okay, we can't discuss cancer. What about prostate disease? All the guys get that. Every guy has prostate. Is it prostate cancer or prostate disease? That's a really good question. What do you call it? Shortell is here. Beautiful Shortell. Cellaire is here. Beautiful Cellaire. Cellaire et audax. That means brave and fast. Brave and fast. I used to be brave and fast, and then I got arrested. They stick a digit up your bum and pretend that they're keeping their finger on the pulse. They've done that to me. And they said I was fine. But, who knows if we're dying? Who knows? They've stopped giving me tests. They used to give me tests. And ever since I stopped, hold on a second, ever since I stopped taking my blood pressure medication. I think it's better that way. Or is that too bright on that side? I can't tell. Oh no, Scott Adams died today. That is so sad, but you could see his time had come if you watched his last couple of streams. Had a huge downturn about a month ago. Yeah. Why? Probably. Why? Why a month ago did he have a huge downturn? Why did he have a huge downturn? I haven't been following. I wasn't a big fan of Dilbert. He came into power 1989. In the 90s, I was busy. Okay, they don't stick fingers up buns in. Yes, they do. They stick it up. Isn't there a blood test? The blood test does not work. The blood test just made people do surgery that they didn't need. Does anybody know that? Does anybody know anything about that PSA test? I was told very early on to forget the PSA test by my friend Nicola, who's a doctor. Who's a doctor. Good to see you, Janet. Good to see you, Chartel. Good to see you. Warmelian is here. Brilliant. They don't. They. I don't know what that test does. That specific prostate specific androgen or something. I think my blood pressure might be up today. I've not been able to sleep all night and day and spent 240 pounds on breaks. On breaks. What do the breaks make you fall asleep? Are they sleeping breaks? Yes, it's a blood test now. No, they stick their finger up your bum. At least they did it 2 years ago. I don't know what they're doing now. My uncle has a growth inside his prostate. He's taking medication to shrink it. I'm the kind of person, and you know this about me. I don't believe I don't believe that medicine is medicinal. I don't believe medicine is medicine. I believe the way you cure prostate disease is to lower your carbs. Let's take a look at that and get into another really a dead end conversation. Let's go check this out. Hold on. Prostate and carbs. Low carb diets. Okay. Low carb diets show promise for prostate health by potentially slowing cancer growth. As I've said a million times, we're talking about cancer, improving metabolic factors like insulin resistance, which links to cancer because it's all sugar, and mitigating side effects of hormonal therapy. So, yes, the answer is yes. It may help. It will help. I believe in this. It's like I'm a nut. I'm a nut because this is all I say. Lower your carbs. Lower your carbs. Am I right about that? Thought I would miss the stream. Just been out buying blue shrimp from my aquarium. I never even heard of blue shrimp. But you've got an aquarium. And there you go, Cuffy, says Joodles. You know it. I heard it. There's been entire campaigns about it. And our man says no, followed by are they? Is that the only test that they give, or do they stick their finger in your butt? I don't know. I wouldn't trust. I don't trust that test because that test they were doing surgery on everybody. Like 50% of the people were getting surgery, and the life expectancy growth wasn't there, or protection wasn't there. Streaky bacon. Sad news about Scott Adams. I had a call from the consultant earlier, a couple of hours of CT scans. Don't have cancer, thank God. I just have to go for morning's procedure. Well, what procedure do you have to go for? What procedure do you have to go for? I'm not working today. Wi-Fi tonight is not working. I can enjoy the whole show. Well, thank you, and we're going to enjoy you being here because I tend to agree with everything that you say, or most things. The relief is amazing. I've been so scared that you didn't have cancer. Cancer, our entire bodies are cancerous. It's a question of how big is the cancer. When you get a little bit of growth, it can get taken out. It's not a problem. Or there's cancer in all the different parts of our body. But when you go on a high carb diet, then the cancer starts growing. Streaky bacon. So I rat on about this thing, but I'm not perfect myself. Last night I woke up. I didn't wake up because I didn't get to sleep. until late because I never get to sleep after our late show. Claire has been busy posting on my shorts. Put my new rescue Frenchie up with all my fish. I'm tired. She has me awake all night. Who is Claire? Our Claire? Our Claire above Claire? Lewis Schaffer. I had a bothersome bottom procedure last week, which reinforced my belief I am not gay. I had air pumped into my Gary glitter to inflate the bowel for a CT scan. I've had that done too. I had that done too. And they said not to worry, but as soon as they said don't worry, I started to worry because they're doctors. What do they know? I mean, honestly, what do they know? They got £1,000,000 machines. What do they know? And Janet says, I have blue shrimp. Where do they come from? I never even heard of blue shrimp. I know they're kind of gray. They turn gray, and then you put them in boiling water, and I don't eat shrimp. They just look gross. I used to love shrimp. I have and also haven't. I'm honest, Lewis. Did you quench your muscles upon entry? Pray enlighten me. The CT scan, they put you in the thing, and then I guess they have to do that. I don't know what it is that they did. I've completely forgot about it. It's only like 3 months ago. I'm sorry. Let me do a bet job of coding that, Lewis. Scott Adams was unalive being pricked with the schmutz. No. He was unalive because he was probably on a high carb diet. Let's Google, was he a vegetarian? How about that? Let's Google whether he was a vegetarian. Do you want to see that bit of information? Was Scott Adams a vegan? Let's start with a vegan. Okay, worked various with number of newspapers. Where does it say, was he a vegan? Let's just see. Adams himself noted the mineral fortification is hard to disguise because the veggie and legume comment 3 bites of. Was he a vegan? Can anybody say that? Dilbert's is sourced on food oil. Scott Adams' latest creation, the Dilberito, a vitamin-packed burrito for vegetarians. Was he a vegetarian? Does anybody know the answer to that question? While I look this up, was Scott Adams a vegetarian? Okay, and was he a vegetarian? That's Brian Adams. It says happy cow, except, let's see what it says. Scott Adams is the creator. He is also the author. Is he a vegetarian? Does it say? It doesn't say, but that's happy cow. Athletes. There we go. Mayor Adams. Adam Schiff. Dilbert. He says he's a vegetarian. He's a vegetarian, everybody. Let that be a warning to us. Let it be a warning to us. Because I know when I die, they're going to say he was a carnivore. Oh, you see, he was a carnivore, and they got him. It got him in the end. He was a vegetarian. Oh, bloody hell, says Streaky Bacon. The thing is, by virtue of his honesty, Okay. The first thing when somebody dies, you got to ask yourself, are they a vegetarian? Are they a vegan? You got to find out what they've been eating. Lewis is the ultimate contrarian. He will say the schmutz jab will unalive a person. I do agree with that. You don't put schmutz in your body. And then you tell him that someone was unalived with the schmutz jab, and he'll say, no, it was his diet. I don't know. Did he have the jab? Did he have the jab? I'm not denying that, Mormellian. I'm not denying it. I mean, I'm not denying it. I mean, when did he have the jab last? Let's go look and find out when was Scott Adams jabbed. Yes, acknowledged in a video that he had been vaccinated. He made the admission while discussing prostate cancer, predicting people online would claim his cancer was due to COVID-19. He explicitly stated that there was no indication the vaccine. Yes, the vaccine did not cause his cancer because he was lied to. You have to believe it. Of course he's going to believe it. You know, you want to believe it. You want to believe it. Scott Adams is dying of the same cancer that Joe Biden has. Well, also look at Joe Biden. Look at how unhealthy that guy is. Why is that guy unhealthy? Because he eats a very plant-based diet. And he's been on all sorts of stuff. So that's the answer to that question. Mormellian. He needs to be proven right, Noam, because I reckon part of him is scared his diet will actually kill him. Not part of me. I actually believe that my diet may kill me. I'm not 100% sure of any of this stuff. Wouldn't you be scared if I was 100% sure of any of this stuff? I don't know whether it's going to kill me or not. And I know that my diet is not strict enough. I'm one of those nuts who says, wasn't the diet, it wasn't strict enough. I was a vegan, but I wasn't strict enough because I ate a hamburger back in 1982. Those people too. So I am afraid, Joodles. I started with 5. One died immediately because I made the mistake of putting assassin snails in at the same time. But now I have loads of baby shrimp, and sales leave them alone. Yeah, good job. I like fish tanks like that. Am I wrong to call it a fish tank and not an aquarium? I've ignored medical stuff all my life, Streaky Bacon says, but now I'm facing up to things, eating healthy, stopping drinking. Well, what does that mean, eating healthy? One's man healthy is another man's, a vegan diet. Lud says, she was the second worst pain, Claire. First worst pain was having to bathe with me. Who are we talking about there? I once had a barium meal x-ray, says Kermit, and an upper GI endoscopy, which I woke up halfway through. The tube jammed down my dipstick to have my bladder inflated with salt water. I cannot comment on air. But you can comment on salt water. I mean, these kind of tests, and I'm not happy about the tests. I've had a lot of these tests. I don't want to have these tests. As Noam said, Lewis, the poor man has just died. Have a bit of respect, man. I'm having respect. First of all, if you cannot trash a dead man, then who can you trash? Number one. Hitler's dead. Hitler is dead. Don't say anything bad about that guy because he's dead. No. You got me in a mood, Joodles. Number one. Number two, I'm not even showing disrespect for him. I'm just saying vegetarianism is not good for you. Possibly, probably. I'm a little bit unsure of that, but I'm trying to go away from plants. That's me. What are you trying to eat? But I think going away from plants is good. The jab is responsible for so many health problems. as intended, says Streaky Bacon. Probably it is intended because it's a lie about viruses. It's a lie that they're even vaccines. They're not vaccines. They're just bits of schmutz that you put into someone's body. So it is killing people. But probably what's killing people far worse than that is a high carb diet. No, don't be afraid of the Green Reaper, Lewis. When it's time to go, it's good night. I don't believe that because 8 years ago, I was so unhealthy. And now I'm not. Now I'm not. I've got high blood pressure, but maybe I'm meant to have high blood pressure. But the difference between my systolic and the dystolic is not high. So it's not going boom like that. Boom. It's going like this. Well, or whatever it's doing. Whatever. As long as your diet isn't actively killing you, I don't see why you should care. If you can live up to the average human life expectancy by eating shit, so be it. A vegetarian diet won't kill you. No, I think it will kill you. I think it will. We're meant to eat meat. We're meant to eat. I mean, if you can eat a lot of eggs on a vegetarian diet, then but people are moving away from vegan diets because they're feeling like shit. But let's say you don't feel like shit. But you wake up and you're 68, you got prostate cancer. Where did that come from? Was that did it fall out of the sky? Did it come someone sneezed a mile away and it floated through the air and it went into your nose? Next thing you know, you've got a disease? No. If you can't trash a dead man, who can you trash? This needs to be on Lewis's headstone. Long time in the future, God willing. Thank you, Warm Ellie, I appreciate that. Yeah, who can you trash? If you can't trash a guy who's dead and just say, you know what, here's the truth about that. They couldn't trash Stalin, and then Stalin died, and then they go, oh, he was horrible. He was horrible. I played a funeral today for a lady. I played at a funeral who was well up until about 6 weeks ago. She felt a bit queer and was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and after a full scan, she also had bowel cancer. Well, cancer is cancer. It's just like people always say, well, bowel cancer is different than brain cancer, and brain cancer is different than skin cancer. It's all the same cancer. This is what I read, and I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to say it because it makes sense to me. It's all the same cancer. We have to avoid cancer growth. The way you avoid cancer growth is by not eating carbs. I am trying not to eat carbs. I had 2 or 3 bowls of cornflakes last night. Because my son bought a box of cornflakes and I stole it from him. I didn't think he would mind because it wasn't given to him as a birthday gift. Today's his birthday. Not from the vegetarian diet, that's for sure. Cancer doesn't work that way. Man needs both greens and reds. I know that. It's his choice as to what to eat. I couldn't care less. The broccoli didn't kill him. Well, I know you could say that as much as you want to, Noam, and you're a very smart man, but I don't agree with that. Green foods, number 1, avoid. Every type of green food, avoid, except for green apples. Okay, but green apples you should slightly avoid. So you can say it all you want to. Both man needs greens and reds. What is a red? Is red beef? I'm very sorry, Vatan. I admire you greatly. What did you admire about? Yeah. So that's sad. People are dying. They're dying of cancer. And they're dying. Why is cancer going through the roof right now? And people's meat consumption going down, and people's vegetable consumption going up. But cancer's going up, especially for young people like you know. C2. It's C2's birthday today. He is 23 years old. If you can't trash a guy who chose to unalive himself by eating poisonous vegetables, who can you trash? Yes, I'm not saying he was a bad person for being a vegan, but probably he was a leftist. He was a person who was in favor of open immigration of horrible Somalis who stole $19 billion dollars. And $19 billion. And they knew the money was leaving the country. They knew it. If you can't, yeah, you can't, you should trash it. Claire. Hello, Claire. There's nothing more sickening than being told you have cancer. Asking the doctor to say it again, tears, panic. Life is so precious. But I'm telling you, the next time somebody says you have cancer, you Google Dr. Thomas Seyfried, Claire. You stop eating carbs. And you fast for 3 weeks if you can. Meat consumption isn't going down. Where are you getting that from? Industrial farms are growing at an alarming. Industrial farms are not meat consumption. People eat more, but the food is tainted with all sorts of shit. Okay, let's Google, is meat consumption going up or going down? Let's go do this. We're gonna check in the United States because it's an advanced civilization. Okay, are you ready? Is red meat consumption going down? Let's see if there's a chart. Yes, yes. Many Western countries, including the UK. Let's see the chart. Is it going down? Is it going down? There you go. There you go. Well, this is what was happening. From 40 in America, down, pork down, but poultry was going up. Meat, red meat, and chicken is not real meat. Barely real meat. Barely real meat. What does this say? U.S. beef consumption going down. Going down. I want an apology, Noam. Let's see if we can find another one here. Okay. U.S. beef consumption. Pounds per capita, almost 100. There you go. That's 2022. It's gone up slightly, but this is the growth of cancer in there. Let's see. Can you see this? It's going down. There's this one. What is this one? Beef going down. It's going up slightly here. Veal and lamb. I used to eat so much veal and so much lamb, and it's so delicious. Chicken going up. That's why cheese is going down. Come on, look at this. Look at the charts. It's going down. My sister-in-law died young of cervical cancer. She was in so much pain, and they said she needed a hip replacement. They completely missed the tumor. Yeah, that's horrible, Janet. How young was she? But that's horrible. That's why you should listen to Lewis Schaffer. We should all take our doctor in our own hands. 18 rounds of chemo, hair loss, weight loss, and part of my body removed. The part that made me cry so much was the hair loss. Yeah, beautiful hair. Beautiful hair. But Claire, this is our Claire. She's 3 years clear. An apology for what? For you being wrong. The U.S. doesn't equate to the world. We're talking about cancer rate. Well, let's look on England, too. Are people eating less meat today than they did? And the answer is yes. Or maybe not, because you had the war. You had the war. You had the war. You had the war. Okay, in the UK. Let's do UK. Okay. Are Britain beef and veal, mutton and lamb, are they eating less? This looks like, yes. Pork is down, bacon is down, mutton and lamb is down, beef and veal is down. Can you see this, everybody? Can you see this? Look at how good this is. Yes, it's down. It's down. I want an apology. Are you going to give me an apology, Gnome? I know you're only 18. You don't want to give somebody an apology. Becoming a little more expressive. Certainly, no malintent. Haha. NMOT, overthinking. What does NMOT mean? Meat consumption in the UK has decreased over time, with the average daily intake dropping from 103 grams to 86 grams. But the number of cancer patients going up because people are eating all sorts of junky plant foods. I mean, you could eat what you want to eat, but Lewis Schaffer, you could say Lewis Schaffer doesn't believe in eating plants, though I do eat plants because I'm a liar. I do eat plants. I do eat plants. I'm sorry to hear about your sister with cancer. I mean, people just don't catch cancer. Irritation causes inflammation, causes disease, and one of those diseases is cancer. Fever is a disease, but cancer is another disease. That's why I feel invincible. I'm not ready for death, ever. Okay, well, I am invincible. I am woman. Hear me roar in Numbers 2. During COVID, so no one could attend her funeral. Oh, that's a horrible thing. F the COVID believers. But if you believe in vaccines, if you believe in viruses, if you believe in germs, you're giving our enemy power to prevent going to a funeral. F them. Oh, I'm in a mood today. Sorry, I'm in a real mood. Maybe I should stop being in a mood. Yeah. Streaky Bacon is being lovely. What he's saying to Claire, what you've been through is awful. I hope you have a healthy and long life now. Yes. Well, she's met Lewis Schaffer, and that's the key to happiness. Am I right, Claire? Kate Quinn is here. She says hi to Claire. And I say, I hope Janet gets strength from the horribleness that happened to your sister. Horribleness of having cancer, horribleness of dying from cancer, horribleness of people not being allowed to go to a funeral. The UK and the US are still not. This is our world. Cancer is going up here. I don't know what's going up in other countries. I only know what's going up here. Cancer is going up, but they're saying that meat causes cancer. So that's almost proof that it's a bunch of meat. Thank you, Kermit, for the information, but this is what Kermit says. Meat consumption in Europe has been declining, with a nearly 19% decrease since 2010, influenced by higher prices, environmental awareness, and the rise of plant-based garbage. Yes. Andrew Rubin is here. Hello, Andrew. How are you? Okay. Lewis, I've met you, and it was the most wonderful day of my entire life. Thank you very much. Thank you for saying that, Claire. It was a beautiful day that we spent together. Thank you. Joodles, stop yelling, she says to me, I guess. I'm sorry. I just get passionate about this, and I'm waiting for Gnome Hunter to apologize. I'm sure there are all sorts of caveats in those studies, but CBA, what does CBA mean? I read thoroughly through them, yes, and you should read through them. But I know, from what I know, and we've just seen proof here, okay, that red meat consumption has gone down, pork has gone down. The only consumption has gone up is chicken. So there you go. And I eat red meat. Like today I had ground beef. And I had about 100 grams of bacon. Delicious. Okay, can't beat good, fresh, and preferably British meat. Yes, ultra-processed convenience foods have replaced good plain meat. And that's also a consideration, Watanabe. That's also, I'm with you. But I do eat some processed. I eat bacon occasionally, and I eat sausages. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. He's expected to apologize because he was saying I was wrong about meat consumption. Meat consumption it may seem like it's getting bigger, and it might be growing over the past couple of years, like 5 years, but it's not growing. It wasn't growing for a long time. Anyway, Six Badges. Oh, can't be bothered. Thank you, Six Badges. That's what I like. I like when people are in the game. They're listening to what we're saying. They communicate with me and everybody else. You'll get an apology when you bring me a valid argument. I'm certain the whole world isn't stupid enough to be killing themselves for these epochs, for all these epochs. I'm talking about the last 40 years, and I've given you a valid argument. The argument has been that red meat causes cancer and that red meat causes disease. And I'm saying red meat doesn't. And you see the charts. The charts are here's the level of whatchamacallit. There's other factors that cause cancer, but the answer is no. I gave you a good argument. Russ goes in and says, Lewis, I once spotted you in London, and I was lucky you never saw me, and I crossed the road, avoided you, and it was the most wonderful day of my life that you avoided me. Thank you, Russ, 1974. Thank you. Sorry to ask again, but I have the date. I don't know what place in Bethnal Green. It's called Comedy Unleashed. Comedy, new word, unleashed. Comedy Unleashed. Stop winding him up, Warmellian. How is he winding me up? How is Warmellian? The meat sticks inside you. It doesn't stick inside you. The meat is the most easily digestible thing. Who says it sticks inside you? It doesn't stick there. It comes out slowly. It doesn't even come out slowly. It doesn't come out. It's not like plant-based food, which gives you diarrhea. It doesn't. It's good. Love to the Claire. Claire is here, who is also from 73, 74 this week. Most popular girl's name at the time. I guess so. It's a beautiful name, Claire. Claire. Who was the actress named Claire? It's a very clear name. It's Claire. It's nice. It's nice. If that's your argument and you're trying to prove it with those charts, I'm trying to say that meat does not cause cancer because the amount of people who've been eating eating meat has gone down, and the amount of cancer is going way up. I believe it's carbs. This is barely a correlation between the lies they feed you and what people eat. No, it isn't. It isn't. They're trying to tell you that meat is dangerous. Do you? Okay, I'm going to ask. Can you just stay out of this for a second? Noam, I'm going to ask the people out there. Noam is attacking. I call it attacking. Noam is questioning what I'm saying. I am saying something specific, which is that meat, that we've had an increase in cancer deaths, okay, over the last 40 years. At that same time, the amount of meat that's being consumed in America and Britain. I don't know what's going on in other shitty fucking countries, and I don't care. Okay? I don't care. But I'm saying that you should not worry about eating meat and cancer, and that cancer can cure it. I heard people say that Lewis, I've heard people say that after I've had an irrigation thing. Yeah, because you don't need to have an irrigation thing. Why should you have your colon washed out? It doesn't need to be washed out. It's got a lining, a glycocalyc, whatever it's got. It's got a lining, it's got mucus, it's got everything. It's a natural thing. It doesn't need to be clean. It's like putting soap inside your mouth. It's like brushing your teeth. It's really bad. Make a poll, a meat poll, says Warbellion. Okay? So that's what I'm asking. Like slow-cooked beef with onion and butter mushrooms. Slow and rich, says Vatanai. Sounds delicious. Okay, Lewis, you always say, if you think I'm wrong, argue with me. When anyone argues with you, they're attacking you. No, he's attacking me. He's calling me a fucking liar. I don't want to be attacked. I want you to tell me if he's arguing the same point that I'm arguing. It's a different point. The meat is being injected with all sorts of effery these days in supermarkets. In theory, no, that's not the case, especially not in Britain. It's not. And it shouldn't be. And it shouldn't be. And that it can be a concern. But even that meat, cancer rates are not going down as meat consumption goes down. The increase is due to pesticide insecticides on the fruit and veg, Lewis. I don't forget the farmed animals eat that too. I know you believe that. It could be true, but basically the plants themselves are toxic. It's not the stuff you put on it. This is what I believe. I'm just saying what I believe. You don't have to believe what I believe, but this is what I believe. Yeah. Okay. You claim that meat doesn't cause cancer, and you try to prove that by showing that cancer rates are going down as meat consumption is going down. First of all, the claim what claim is bogus? Which of those claims is bogus? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's one bit of proof. It's not the complete picture. It could be lots of other factors. But what is bogus? So you're fighting ghosts. No, what is bogus? No, you have to tell me what's bogus. I believe Cuffy. Lewis said people are eating less meat, and Noam said that they are too. No, he said they weren't. He said that they were eating more beef. They were eating more beef, and I went and I proved that they were eating less beef by these charts. Okay? No, that isn't. Noam, everybody stop typing. We've got too many people typing. Noam said that people were eating more beef than ever before. That's what you said. Okay? My bowels are very happy with my diet. Meat and low carb, veg, mushrooms, fries or roast potato is a treat. I don't eat sweet foods regularly. Well, that's my diet, basically. I try not to eat roast potatoes or fries. I did the other day. Okay? But my butt is not irritated. And an irritated butt when I had high carb diets, my butt was always irritated, and irritation causes inflammation. This is what I believe. U.S. meat probably isn't the best, but organic meat generally has been spoken well of recently. One of my U.S. buddies has dropped half his body weight by doing a Lewis diet, though not from him. Yeah. I mean, U.S. meat can be good, and a lot of it isn't as bad as you think it is. That's a lie, possibly. I don't know. I eat British meat, and I believe it's good. I eat British meat from Morrison's. I eat British meat from Lidl. Okay? I don't go to the butcher. Okay? Causation is not correlation. Whitty taught me that. Yeah. I fucking told you that what is bogus. You tell me. What are you saying is bogus? I only have 200 characters per message. I'm having a bad day as it is. I'm playing stupid. I'm gonna block you. If you call me stupid, I'm gonna block you. No, even yeah. We put you in a position of respect here, okay? And I don't want to be called stupid. Most of the I might be stupid. I am stupid, but I don't want to be called stupid. Okay, most of the pesticides and insecticides used are nicotine based. It's not a big jump. We know what smoking nicotine has done. We do not know what smoking nicotine has done. So nicotine could be quite healthy for humans. Smoking is bad. Coughing is bad. smoking, the actual smoke, causes coughing, and coughing causes cancer. Also, you can technically create a child corn by using canvas and a paintbrush. Should we ban arts and crafts? Should we ban arts and crafts? Should we ban arts and crafts? I was thinking about that today. I mean, it's just you can make a new drawing of anybody before AI. People were doing that before AI. I'm such a fan of cake, Claire says, but I've successfully stopped eating as much. Might have an odd nibble now and then. Good job, Claire. Yes, that's brilliant. Cake is delicious, but it's not, unless it's made with butter. And even if it's made with butter, it's not good. I'm not very keen on chat being a battle of words or wills. I know I have done it in recent past. Give a rest. Well, I don't want to be told that I'm like saying things that I haven't been saying. I don't want to be told that I'm stupid. I don't want to be told this. British meat is about 1,000% better than U.S. meat, as is meat from virtually anywhere else. But the U.S. has a massive profit-based business, and there's lots of meat in America that's really good meat. It's not like here in Britain, where I would say the vast majority of the meat is good. In America, I don't know what the number is. Current British diet is terrible. Most people eat processed junk. People buy fruit at the supermarket, watch it rot, then throw it out at the end of the week. But Greg's is busy. Go figure, yeah. Well, you go into Greg's, it's a bakery. It's a high-carb diet. A high-carb stuff. It's low, relatively low protein. And it's basically everything is wrapped in bread. Lud, I agree with that totally. Okay. I like asking AI questions it can't answer. Lilith is here. Hello, Lilith. I thought that too. Ray free speech, Cuffy. What does Cuffy say? I don't know where that came from. Hold on. I'm gonna make this a bit easier for me to see. The comment was general. I just don't like it thrown in my direction. Lewis, you accuse people of calling you a liar. I don't think those were the words used. The word was used at one time. Lewis, tell us you don't believe us quite often, but we're still here. You're also constantly contradict myself. I don't contradict myself. You have to look at every single word that I say as a word has meaning. Okay? A word has meaning. Okay? And words get added on to sentences. Forgive me for my ignorance, laugh out loud. We can both be lunatics together. Okay. Splendid flower, cyclamen. Though I ain't grown before, I have some hyacinth in pots and a few tulips, a bit measly due to just a balcony. Okay. Well, let's discuss this, Lewis. I'm not saying you are, but you could be. I think what I say, I try only to say things that are interesting, believe it or not, as you guys do. Why write something that's not interesting? Okay? I don't constantly contradict myself. I don't think I do. Like I sit there and I had 3 bowls of cornflakes yesterday, but yet I go, you should eat a low carb diet. I think I should eat a low carb diet. That's not a contradiction. That's a weakness. It's not a contradiction. I don't think you should smoke cigarettes, but I'm going to go out and smoke a pack. I don't think I should smoke cigarettes. Okay? We have over 200 streams that we can randomly choose any one of them, and you will be found contradicting yourself in it. Okay, well, I'll contradict myself now. Maybe I do contradict myself because I'm fucking human. Mr. Cuff, yes, smart people contradict themselves because life is not that simple. Life isn't simple. The simplest people are the people who follow the rules strictly. But what I'm saying is, if you have prostate cancer, you need to stop eating carbs right now. I believe that. That's what I believe. Lewis, how is your blood pressure these days? Well, today, Kate, good to see you. Today, it could be high. It could be high. I'm not going to be worried about it. I've stopped taking all medication. Will I take pills tomorrow or even in 5 minutes? Yes, maybe I will. Is that a contradiction? Yes, Lud, cornflakes are carbs. I know that. Why do you think I've been mentioning cornflakes? I should not have had it, but you have one bowl of cornflakes and you want another bowl. You have one spoonful of cornflakes and you want another spoonful of cornflakes. We're all inconsistent. That's not even, we're all liars to ourselves. We all break down and break our own rules. I think one of your worst traits is your rose-tinted view of the U.S. You've been here too long. You should talk to my buddies. They'll tell you how unhealthy the food is there. They are jealous. Can I just say this? I eat basically in a day 5 foods. I eat beef, eggs, maybe bacon and sausage, cheese. If Lewis is getting riled up, then it's time for a tea or coffee break. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should. I'm getting riled up. Noam riled me up. Because he's arguing, and this is what Judels did the other day too. She argued a different point than what I was saying. Cornflakes need loads of sugar or it's crap. That's an interesting point. I did not put sugar on it because cornflakes are sugar. It's carbs, and carbs are sugar, Lilith. So I used to put sugar on cornflakes, but I don't do it now. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older or something. No, because you don't need even more sugar. Yeah. Okay. Russ is gonna pick one of you women to go out with. Russ is young. How old are you, Russ, again? Are you 23 again? I bought a cholesterol checking kit off Amazon for 30 pounds, fresh coconut. It arrives tomorrow. Do you ever check your cholesterol? Cholesterol is not an important consideration. Are you trying to lower it or raise it? I mean, you should send it back unopened. That's one test I don't check. Cholesterol. It's a lie about cholesterol. One of the dudes spends 25 pounds for British cheese even. He wishes he could get British beef. Yes. Remember, America is so huge. It's like when America started to win wine making competitions. Some of the best wines in the world come from America. Okay, Hugh. So you can't say all American cheese is bad. I couldn't believe I was getting away with being bollocked for something today, but there it was. I mean, this happens a lot. You got to stick to argue the point. I said that beef consumption is going down, and he said, no, it's not. No, it's not. Lilith is 28, so young. Are you married, Lilith? Get married. Get married. Have kids. We need kids in this country. And I think you need kids too. It's a nice name. Reminds me of the lady in Cheers. Well, of course it does, because it's the same name. Corn healthy, ask the North American Indians. How do you know? I don't know. Yeah, maybe it wasn't. It's not as it wasn't then. It wasn't the corn that we're eating today. Number one, it's like the bread that the Egyptians made. Empty the cornflakes in the bin and eat the cardboard box that it came in, lad. Yeah, it's about as healthy as the cardboard box. No, it's not. It's not. But that's an interesting point, lad. Well pronounced, Andrew Rubin. You're old. I thought you were young. Wow, I smoked 25 rolls up since I was 11. Gave up instantly when they gave me the big cancer news. Don't say C, say cancer. Cancer, cancer, cancer. Cancer, cancer, cancer. It's not going to make it go away or come to you. I have hardly ever had cornflakes. When I have, I found they were only palatable with a layer of sugar on them. Well, sugar frosted flakes was amazing. Then they were sticky after a few spoonfuls. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but it's sugar. If you don't, Vatana, if you don't, as you don't, when you don't have carbs a lot, cornflakes taste amazing. It's the ingredients, Lewis. He said the British cheese had the fewest ingredients he'd ever seen in cheese, and the best he'd tasted. He's a wealthy guy, can afford whatever food he wants. That might be true. And maybe when you go to a supermarket in Alabama, they don't have quality cheeses. But I guarantee you, if you go to a Whole Foods in Madison, Wisconsin, you can get any kind of cheese you want. Good quality cheese. It's also a complete myth that the most expensive wines taste the best. Okay, maybe it is. But Americans, Lilith, come back. Come back. Okay, good. Thank you. I was wondering where you went. Whenever someone says the Queen, I always think they are talking about Elizabeth II, as opposed to, which Queen are you talking about? Oh, our Queen here. Cheap wine tastes expensive after 2 bottles. That's even after 1 drink, people probably can't tell the difference between a cheap wine and a good wine. That's a really good point. Okay, well done. That's been noted. Joodles, you might be in the bloody league if you play your bleeding cards right. He's from New England. There's lots of bad cheese in department stores. We don't have the same level of control in America over the cheese that they do in England, which means you can get really bad, cheap cheese. But you might think that cheap cheese is good cheese. You might think it. Janet, that can't drink cheap wine. I can. I guess your tastes why. What brand do you drink that we should look for? I mean, I buy the cheapest wine there. I can't tell the difference. And the cheapest wine has gotten so expensive. I always think they're talking about the rock band Queen. Janet, I will drink the cheap wine. Hiccup. Is that like a hiccup? Wine tastes good with food. Beer tastes disgusting with food. Yeah, probably it does. I mean, what is beer too? It's fermented seeds. Wine, at least, is fermented grapes. It's always going to be better, fermented grapes. Fermented grapes. That tiger on the Frosties box told me I could eat them. He made me fat, Lewis. I'm going to take him to court. You can't take him to court because you're not an American, Lud. You're not an American. Kate Quinn goes, ain't milk brilliant? Yeah, milk is also brilliant. Not a perfect food, but it's brilliant. The point that I am making is, okay, we've moved on. Girl from Mars is here. Oh, I haven't had the live chat on. What have you said? Lewis, are you moaning again? Yeah, I'm having these days. I ask people, am I bipolar? Do you think I'm bipolar? If you get on my nerves, especially the food thing, plant foods, I think, are just an absolute waste. So I am moaning. Thank you for asking that. That's really sweet, girl from Mars, that you're asking about me and to be happy. You're asking about me happy. But welcome, girl from Mars. Skeletal cows become Arnold Schwarzeneggers within 6 weeks. Why, Andrew Rubin? Because they eat grass. They have a 4-part stomach. They don't have 4 stomachs. They've got a 4-part stomach. And they have an enzyme that can take fiber and make food out of it. We do not. We don't. I like Cloudy Bay Sauvignon, which I'm going to write down, Janet, and never look at it again. But that's where did my pen go? I lost my pen. Cloudy Bay. Is that expensive though? It sounds very expensive. Sauvignon. What does that mean? Sauvignon. Sauvignon. Wine, says Janet. First thing, messages. We can hear you and see you. Live chat. Okay, well, I didn't see the live chat part. And just over an hour in, and now live chat. I'm sorry. Plant-derived processed foods are pointless. If you eat plants, have them fresh. Most plants, you can't eat them fresh. You should not eat leaves fresh. You should not eat potato fresh. I put Linda McCartney fake sausages with my meat and add some vegetables in. They're not sausages. Linda McCartney does not make any sausages. They're fake, whatever they are. They're fake sausages. Sauvignon Blanc, Sauvignon, Cloudy Bay Sauvignon Blanc. That means white. So you like the white wine. Lilith, also the first woman in the Bible. She wouldn't comply with the vile men, and she was ostracized from the community. Not much has changed in 2,000 years, says Claire. This is Claire, okay. The truth is, that's not really how bipolar works, Lewis. It doesn't usually affect people in waves that last a few minutes. I'm a rapid cyclist. I'm a rapid cycling bipolar. Yeah, for a second. But who knows? It's all bullshit anyway. So maybe it could affect somebody in a couple of minutes. Somebody just needs to come up with a name. When I was young, I thought bipolar was a bear in the Arctic who swung both ways. Thank you, Russ. F all to do with the stomach. Steroids, Lewis. Read the F in chat. What did you say? What did I miss? Did I miss something? What did you say? Skeletal cows. Andrew. I don't know what you said. What you said about that. Andrew Rubin. F all to do with stomach. Steroids. I don't know. The point about Eve, the first woman, okay, is she was promoting eating carbs because humans could not eat carbs. This is the theory, Velikovsky. This is the theory. But Eve was getting people couldn't eat plants. And that's what she was doing. She was saying, we can eat plants now. Well, why could we eat plants? Maybe because the invaders from other planets brought insulin with them. In Italy, it's common to greet men by kissing them on the cheek and by kissing women on the lips. It's now common for most men in the UK to hug when meeting. We need to bring back handshaking. Well, I never I know. I handshake. I used to handshake everybody. Yeah, let's handshake. Let's handshake. I went to a wine tasting in France, Lud says. Might have been shit wine. They were all spitting it out. Okay, that's a joke. That's a joke. Lilith laughs at that joke. Lilith liked that joke. Straight over his head. How was that straight over? What did you say? What did you say that was over my head? Is the Bible a plot to promote carb consumption then? No wonder Satan told her to take the apple. No, there is something to this. Hello. Is the Bible a plot to promote? No, because the Bible is saying eating the apple was a bad thing. Wasn't it saying that in Genesis? If I drink cheap wine, I kiss everyone. Okay, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remember that. If you go for the cheap wine. Go for the cheap wine. People are laughing. You're laughing. We're getting a lot of laughing going on in here. A lot of laughing. We've been on the stream for an hour. Can we like the stream? Can we subscribe to the stream? Can we like and subscribe? Can we like and subscribe? Oh my God, it's 11 degrees out there. Thank you, Cellaire. I gave him some money, and I gave him some of the money that I owed him. And what are you saying? How do you owe your son any money? I owed him money because he gave me stuff to sell, and I'm splitting it 50-50 with him. I think that's what I promised. Gnome Hunter says, don't forget to like. Thank you, Gnome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. When I had space, I grew potato, carrot, courgettes, peppers, and tomato. My kids ate carrots straight from the soil. They tasted amazing. Peas from the pod, too. It gave me exercise, gardening, and sun. Yes, it's growing stuff is fabulous. Plants are fabulous. Trees are fabulous. I just don't eat that much of it. And I don't think that they're good for you. So those are the two things that I believe in. He owed him money from the last 3 birthdays. Well, my son actually, I did forget my son's actual birthday. He reminded me that I'd forgotten his birthday 2 years ago. But I'd reminded him that he didn't have a birthday 2 years ago, that he had skipped a birthday. I thought that was quite funny that I said that. Suddenly, the naughty talk reminded me of Lorna. Where is Lorna? Where is Lorna? Can't beat peas from the pod. And what did Lilith say? Are we thinking the same thing to 1974? Does anyone know what happened to Lorna? Was that the question? What happened to Lorna? I hope she's not dead. I spoke to Lucy, and she has had a bad cold for 17 days. So I don't know. She says she's going to come back, but a lot of people say they're going to come back. And then you forget to come back. But then we'll get some new people. I had some friends, but they're gone. Someone came and took them away, but from the dusk until the dawn, this is where I say, standing at the end of the road, I'm waiting for my new friends to come. Oh, I don't care. Was Lorna naughty? No, she wasn't naughty. She was a bit naughty, but she wasn't super naughty. If you ate 100% carrot or 100% corn, 100% potato, they would be toxic. Yeah, but also, even a little bit of it is a little toxic. That's just what it is. It's like drinking a glass of wine. If you drink a bottle of wine, that's more toxic than a glass of wine. He's giving me stuff to sell on the internet, and you're going to give him half of the takings as a birthday present. No, you didn't hear that right. I gave him money as a birthday present, and I gave him money that I owed him, which I think he was maybe surprised to get. I think he was surprised to get. So I gave him his birthday present plus extra. Hi, lovelies. I had to run. I had to turn. She said Lewis is too loud and grumpy. Yeah. Sorry. I'm not, you know. Yeah. How old is your granddaughter? Girl from Mars. She had a pipe that kept bursting in the weather and the cattle not getting a drink. She last spoke in Discord on the 7th. Okay, that's last week. That's last week. She was royal family naughty. I didn't think she was naughty. What did you think, Kermit? What a great... I am grumpy. I am very, very, very grumpy. What am I supposed to be happy all the time? Uh, uh. I don't ask you guys to be happy all the time. I've got a bottle of whiskey and a straw. It's not good for you. Not good for you. I look forward to seeing our Joe again, too. 37 forever, yes. Grow, you know. She must have dumped me, is all. This is what can go on in your head. You could think, oh my God, she doesn't like me anymore. I mean, you're probably not thinking that about you, but I think about me. Growing your own veg and fruit is the most gratifying thing you can do, both physical and mental. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love fruit. I love fruit. I've eaten more fruit than any single one of you people. I used to eat like between 3 and 4, maybe even kilos a day when I was here. I used to eat bowls and bowls of fruit. I had to pee. What did I miss, Lilith? That I'm grumpy. I'm a grumpy person. And I want to apologize to you people. I'm a bit grumpy. I am a bit grumpy. My dad's family were farmers and growers. If you ever ate in a Greek cafe or a guest house in Weston Supermare, you may have stuff grown by my Uncle Bert. Yeah. Brandy with a cold right now is very heartwarming. I'm not, maybe. Do you agree with that? Do you think you should drink alcohol when you have a cold? I don't. Annie is 9. Oh, yeah. Well, it's women. They're horrible. She's going to be it's horrible, horrible. Brilliant. My old man has an allotment with loads of fresh peas and stuff. They are lush. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. I'm not against it. Lewis, we like grumpy. Well, then you're going to love me because I am really grumpy. I'm the happiest I am right now. If you were living with me, if you were with me, you'd just see scowly face Lewis. That's what it would be. To be fair, Lewis, you did warn us at the start of the stream that you were not feeling it. Yeah, but that's not good enough. I need to feel it. You want, I want you to feel it. I want you to be happy and loving. Nothing tastes like fresh food. You're lucky in that way. You're going to tell me? You're going to tell me that a fresh onion is good? You're going to tell me that potato is great? No, they're not that good. They're not as good as meat because their nutrient value is low. Wow, Vatanai. I must have then. It was the only place we holiday during my 1960s child, Andrew Rubin says. I'm surprised there's not a queue at your door, Lewis, to move in. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm not a great guy, Joodles. I'm an all right guy, but I'm not a great guy. And then maybe I'm a bad guy. I'm not even a bad guy. I don't know. I don't know. Wow. Okay. I got two bottles. Two bottles. I'm scared to open, Claire. Okay. A pillow and deep compression. Is that what you do for when you have a cold? Because Lucy has a cold for like 13, 17 days. I said to her, follow Lewis Schaffer's advice. Grumpy is natural sometimes. I forgive you. Thank you, Lilith and Girl from Mars. Forgive me. I appreciate that. That's one of the reasons why I think you're beautiful and I love you. Because of that. Now, will Joodles say she forgives me? I don't think she will. But I love her anyway, too. I've completely lost the run of the room after arguing with X, with the X, about X being banned. That's another thing that bothers me. We can't ban X. Is X going to be banned? You can be a very sweet man, Lewis. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Joodles, for saying that. I appreciate that. I mean, I try to be sweet. I don't think I am sweet. I'm just an arguing I'm a yeller. I'm a doom and doom. I couldn't imagine anything worse, Lewis. What worse than what, my being grumpy? X will not get banned, says Lilith. I get a feeling they will. I got a feeling that this guy, horrible Keir Starmer, whatever he is, I think he will. I'm willing to take bets. It'll get banned. It'll get banned, or they'll be like Ofcom is with GB News, trying to put him out of business quietly. They won't ban them, but they'll send them fine after fine after fine until Donald Trump says, "You don't do that, Keir Starmer. That's an American business. We're an American band, so tickets for your show are reasonable." Don't much like the Scott guy though. Didn't he used to be on GB News? He did too. He did too. And then they sort of cut back on the number of performers, and I had one, and then they closed the show, and then I've lost completely. Even cattle have it imprinted on their bottoms. It's that big. What is that big? I'm calm, and now I'm about to go to sleep. Joodles, I'm sure one of us here will change that shortly. Scott Capurro, Janet, he's definitely better for knowing. What does that mean? He's better for knowing. I like Scott Capurro more than I did before. More and more than I did before. I've gotten to know him. You know. I mean, I shouldn't say whether he's gay or not, but he's gay. My last cold was on the 11th of November, 2019, fresh coconuts. A World War II veteran told me to drink a glass of homemade lemonade every day and put honey in your tea. So I do it every day and never had a cold since. Okay. Well, that's the old theory of sugar. Not sugar. That's the old theory of vitamin C, I think. Nah, we will be okay, Cuffy. There's only 10 minutes left. He won't rev up again. No, I'm not going to rev up again. I'm just going to try to stay. I'm trying to stay awake. You are very funny, man, and a breath of fresh air on headliners. Sarah B. Rogers is on 2TK's case. Who is 2TK? Who is Sarah Rogers and who is 2TK's? But Claire, thank you very much. Lewis, Asman did a vid today about a game that East York's Council have made for students to combat extremism. Did you see it? It's outrageous. I did see it. Who sent it to me? Did Mr. Cuff send it to me, or Jedster? I think Jedster sent it to me. And I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I should look at it. I don't even want to know about it because they're all woke. They're all anti-us. I now realize after all these weeks that Lewis is Lewis. I love it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm not that I'm not trying to be a better person. I am trying to be a better person. But this is what you get. And I think I think eventually we've been here for 211 shows. This is the 13th of January. This is a lot of shows. Sorry, 2011 days. We've had 266 shows. That's so many shows. Leo cursed Russ Hartley. He's just great. Lewis should do a prevent test. I don't think I would pass. YouTube. Can I spell words so my messages are seen and not spelling wrong? Is annoying. I don't know what YouTube does something. YouTube is doing something. Are they blocking what you have to say? Thank you, Streaky Bacon. Is that a joke? Is that a joke? You don't think I don't have feelings too, Streaky Bacon? Lewis is the funniest of the comedians on GB News. But that's hardly fierce comedy. I think some of the comedians are some of the funniest comedians in the world. You know. Oh, two-tier Kier. Okay, sorry. And Sarah Rogers is on a mission for free speech in the West. She is a serious operator. Sarah B. Rogers. I'll have to look for her. You're teaching me more stuff than whatever. Not that I'm supposed to be teaching you. Sarah B. Rogers. We're teaching each other. Two-tier Kier. Okay, I didn't recognize it. There was a lady in the park today wiping her dog's arse with baby wipes, for F's sake. What the fuck happened to my world? Well, maybe the dog has some kind of worm stuff, and that's her way of helping it. I love fresh Carl, says Lilith, to fresh coconut. I know that Sargon and Carl Benjamin played some extremist game, and it told him he was a terrorist or something. Yeah, okay, that's why I'll take the test. Jedster isn't here today, but that's why I should check it out. Let's all check out that test. It's called, what is the test called? What is that? What is the test called? I wrote it down and I'll have to look at it. But I want to tell you what the test is called because I have it. It's been sent to me. But Lilith loves Carl. Yeah, I like him too. He hasn't asked me on his show, but I like him. So now I got to sort a hotel for this show. Will you be meeting up with us, Lewis? Is that a proposition? Yes, I will be. I will be there. If you are there, I will be there. I'll be there even if you are not there, probably. I've got to come up with a couple of bits of jokes to say. What hotel? Where can I check in? Claire is staying at a hotel, so there's other people staying at the hotel. The scent from the wives must stop other dogs from sniffing. Possibly that could be the reason, Mr. Cuff. That could it be. Cellar at Audex. I don't know what you're saying. There's a travel lodge right next door to the comedy club. Yeah, good. That way you can drink. We can go back to your room, and then drink some more. Maybe. It's also a good idea to insert a finger in a dog's anus now and again to express their anal glands and to help them go to the toilet easier, just in case you see a stray dog. Thank you, Streaky Bacon. Thank you. I'm going to assume that that's a joke. Didn't Leanne buy a ticket and book a hotel? Well, where is Leanne? I've got to send a message to Leanne and Lorna. And Kinsey, where's Kinsey? And Kinsey, okay, we're heading into the home stretch. Yes, Cuffy, let's be honest. When a dog gets their arse sniffed, it must be a highlight of their day. For both of them. The one who's getting their arse sniffed and the one who is doing the sniffing. I haven't booked one yet, Lilith. Gotta check them. Where are you staying, Claire? Claire isn't here, Janet. She goes off and helps the world. and helps the world. Can you imagine anything more ridiculous? The girls at Bruton School for Girls were so posh and tame. The worst thing they did was wear a pink bra. Was wear a pink bra. Was wear a pink bra under a white shirt. Or say FCK, really radical. Okay. Lorna was good. There are some women, not all. I mean, the problem with Lorna is that I always think that I'm going to be like the dirty one, the pervy one, the sleazy one. And there are people who are pervy or sleazy than I am. There are some women, not all, who compensate for not having kids by having pets and treating them like kids. Most women talk to cats like they are toddlers. And how do men talk to cats like they're adults? Maybe that's what it is. Blimey, Cuffy. They're always been shouty. What does that mean? That is okay. Let's see let's thank the people on our top fans, and I want everybody get ready for the final portion. Here you can be an award winner. You can be an award winner by this is what you got to do. You've got to you've got to guess what the top concurrent, what the largest concurrent number in the stream has been. This stream, I haven't. You can check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay, go to the stream and write down the number, what you think it is. Is it 5? Is it 20? Is it 30? Is it 40? Is it 50? Let's do 5, 10, 20, 30. Okay, let's see. Let's see who's written down the number. 6 Badges says 28. Maybe 33, says Mr. Cuff. Okay, Fresh Coconut says 10. Sailor at Ordeck says 29. Mr. Cuff says 36. Yeah, but here's the thing, Janet. This is Monday. I don't want to dox her schedule, but she can dox her own schedule. But she leaves about 6. She leaves about 6, an hour and 10 minutes maybe. Janet says 28 as well. Any other guesses? Come on, everybody guess. Russ, have you guessed? Girl from Mars, have you guessed? There's no pain if you're wrong. I'm not judging anybody here. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Janet, 28. Vatanite, 27.5. Anybody else before I tell you the number? Oh, wait a second. I've got it. I've had it on the screen the entire time. Did you guys see it on the screen? Alex, 31. Streaky Bacon, 28. What should it be? Okay. Okay, all right. And the answer to the question, the person who hit the nail on the head, because maybe she looked at the chart that I put up, was at about 5:35 was 30. So thank you, Joodles. Thank you, Joodles. So 30. This has been the best show ever. Best show ever. Thank you very much. I went to sleep for a second. This is what happened. When I'm not screaming, I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping, right? Right. We have done this reveal. Go to bed. Okay. You guys are good. What time will we see you tomorrow? What tonight? We're on tonight at 10:30. I'll see you tonight at 10:30. Andrew Rubin 30. Thank you. Kermit, thank you. The reveal. I appreciate it. 6 badges. Did you guess before it came up on the screen? 6 badges. So 6 badges. If he says that, then he wins. I don't know. Did you really guess 30? I don't know. Did you guess 30? Where did you guess 30? I don't see 30. 6 badges. I'm saying goodbye. Best show ever. Thank you, everybody. Make sure we like and subscribe. Make sure we go to Discord. Make sure we go to Twitter, please. Twitter. I appreciate that. Make sure I'll see you tonight. I'll see you tonight at 10:30. No, he guessed 28. Okay, so Joodles won because I had it on the screen the entire time. I didn't accuse her of cheating. But by looking at the screen, yeah, maybe I did. Okay, I did. But the fact that she was smart enough to know the answer. So let's give Joodles a break. I love you, Joodles. I love every one of you people. Oh, did we say who the top fans are? The top fans. Let's do the top fans. The top fans in this group are Darklands 23, Alex 22, Girl from Mars 21, 6 badges 20, Lilith 19, Chartel 18, Warmelian, he's 17. Fresh Coconut, so we got 2 foods in a row. Fresh Coconut is number 16, thank you. Russ 1974, he's 15. Kate Gwynn is 14, ahead of Russ. Claire with no I is 30. Is 13, sorry. Andrew Rubin is 12. Streaky Bacon is 11. Claire, who's not here, but you're 10. That's a high number. MC Scott, 9. Janet, who's a girl, she's 8. She's 8. Vatanai is 7. Now we're coming into home stretch. Mr. Cuff is 6. Cellaire at Audax is 5. Ludd is 4. Great job. Coming in at number 3 is Joodles. Coming in at number 2 is Kermit. And number 1, another winning match for Gnome Hunter. So thank you very much, Gnome. Make sure we can go to Ko-fi and make a contribution if you feel up to it. Or you can go to PayPal or Patreon and do that. We can do all of these things. The best show ever. It was the best show ever. They say to me, Mr. President, you do the best show ever. Beautiful shows. The best show in the world. Yeah, it's a great way of talking. I never got that from him. I used to get it. I got it from me. But he talks like that, and it's a great way to talk. We will see. If I haven't mentioned your name right on the bottom, what about me? Streaky Bacon? Was your name mentioned? Joodles? Janet? Was it mentioned? So I'm going to see you. I'll see you all at 10:30. Promise me you're going to come.